Hello. So in this section we're going to look at some of those feelings, some of our lockdown feelings that we have collected and put in our box or scrapbook or diary, however we've captured all of that information. And we're going to look at some of those feelings so that we can process them, understand them, and hopefully be in a state of readiness for September and whatever September might bring. So we've got all of these things that we've looked at, and they may have triggered some emotions and some fears and things that have made us feel unsettled or sad. And we are listening to our young people, we're listening to our children, and we are giving them reassurance. And one of the ways we can give them reassurance is explaining how those strong emotions of fear and worry and anxiety can affect us in our bodies. And the reason why it's important to do this now, so they get an understanding of what those feelings were and how they may have felt, is in case they feel those strong emotions of fear and anxiety again, once they get back to school, they'll be able to recognise a little bit more about what's going on and hopefully understand that there isn't anything wrong with them. This is just the body's reaction to stress. So what kind of thing will children be feeling who have felt anxious or worried or stressed or fearful? So they may tell you they've had a feeling in their chest, their heart pounding, or a feeling of blood rushing in their ears. Or they may say that they have felt they've had a tummy ache. That's a really common reaction, that feeling of butterflies. It's a very common stress reaction. Or they may say they've had more headaches, or unable to sleep, or gone off their food. They may have felt irritable and cross and grumpy. So all of these things are really natural responses to stress and how it comes out in our body. And I think if children can understand what's been going on with their body is a reaction to how they are feeling, that takes away the worry that something is wrong with them. What we can say is it's really normal to feel have a tummy ache if you're worried. It's really normal to feel cross and grumpy if you're worried about something. It's really normal to have a headache if something is playing on your mind. So it's trying to help the children understand the connection between your body and your mind and your mind and your body, because it's all one whole. That's what the word holistic means: holistic therapy, holistic treatment. So what we are giving our children is a sense of their body being a whole, and worry isn't just something that's going to affect them in their mind, it will also affect them in their body. And we can use visuals and coloured bits of paper, very rudimentary things, to show what's going on so they understand, and use reassuring words in terms of that's normal, that's okay, you can tell me if you're feeling like that, and start to take the sting out of some of those really intense emotions they may have been feeling. When we've done that, we've really achieved something. It's really important that they've actually shared. Because in the sharing and telling, that's taken away some of the worry from what's in their mind. And it's really important for these concerns to be out of their mind and shared and verbalized as best they can. And the second thing is that these feelings are, they feel that you can empathise. They haven't just said, this is how I felt, my tummy was hurting, or I felt butterflies in my tummy watching the news or going on my phone. They actually feel that you can empathise. So as a parent, it's absolutely fine to say, yes, I felt like that too. As a teacher, it's absolutely fine to say, yes, I was really stressed out by hearing all the news items, and I had to watch the news once a day because I couldn't cope with all of these really upsetting stories. And I think for us as adults to share how we have felt during the lockdown period is really powerful and empowering for our young people, because they feel then that we have that human connection, that shared experience. So instantly they can go away and think, oh, it wasn't just me that felt really sad or really scared. Miss felt like that too. So that's really, really great positive thing is psychoeducation. And don't worry about the long word. It just means explaining all of the things that we've just explained, how what's happening in the mind can affect educating the children, and how what happens in the mind can make you feel. That's all it means. It just means educating about our psyche, our moods, our feelings, our emotions. And I think it's something that we should do more often, actually. It's something that we should do to assuage the fears of our young people, and just explain that sometimes you do feel very bad, but it's actually caused by what's going on in your mind. And I think that will really help their well-being and their sense of normalcy, and just feeling that it's okay not to be okay, as we've heard so many times.